don't know. We don't need to show the live splits for it, but maybe we'll show... Who do we got? Who do we got? We got Skate. We'll just show Skate for some random reason. No, let's do the columns guy instead. This actually looks really bad. Let's not do that. Let's not do that at all. We'll just show the columns guy the whole time. Just for the fun of it. This is going to be my first time watching it as well. I'll have the volume on that silenced. And turn my console off. We don't need it on right now. This was a G-rated 3. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I did not mean it. Has the God Empress come? So I don't know. Okay, so let me say what's gonna happen. So yesterday, on November 10th, 2018,
get in on it.
A Streets of Rage 2 no death mania. 100% skill, no luck involved at all. Anyway, so I'm gonna rewatch it back. This is gonna be my first time watching it, and we're gonna just see, like, I'm just gonna comment on it and talk about it while we're doing it. Can we start? No, we're starting from the very beginning. I'm gonna watch the whole thing. Thank you for getting in on it, God Empress. Thanks for the gift sub to Slavacious. So yeah, here's the backstory. I've got some stuff written down. So I actually started my YouTube channel in September 12th, 2015. And I did a max. My first thing that I did was a max 1 credit run. You start with 1 life, you go on Mania, and you beat the game without using a continue. That's the first thing I did. And I actually thought I was like the best player on the planet when I did that. But then I found out that there was guys like G-Source and Gale Dog. Yeah, when I'm done, we'll rewatch the rewatch. G-Source and Gale Dog, who actually had done it before and had done a better job than I had done. So yeah, the next thing that happened was I did a Golden Axe video. Then I think I broke my thumb. I did something to my thumb where my thumb was in like pain all the time and I couldn't play. And I didn't play for like 6 months. Then I did my D&D run, Dungeons & Dragons Shadows over the Star. I had my no death in that game. Then my I know like this is just like a history lesson, but I think it's like it's an interesting, important one. And then I had my max 9+ on July 21st, 2016. Then from there, it was like, you know, like I really didn't tackle the other players. Don't cry, Anthony, just drink. Just, yeah. How's it going, Speedatilla? This is the first level here. But yeah, I really didn't have any runs with the other players. Then I started putting in the 1 credit with all the other players. Was the first person to get a 1 credit run with every other player. Was the first person to ever have a 1 credit run with Blaze on Mania. And then I started doing the 9+, which is starting with 1 life. And you end with 9 lives. And I already had it with Max. I wanted to get it with Max. I'm the first person, at least on video, to ever get it with Max. I think Gale Dog might be the first person to actually have a 9+ with any of the characters. I don't know if he has a video of it though, but yeah. And then I mean, it's just like it just kept evolving, you know. So I mean, we're over 3 years out from when I first started my 1 credit with Max. Yeah, I did the 9+ with Blaze. And I had a total freak out afterwards. Then I decided to start getting into shape. I got myself into shape, literally, so I could run this game better. But yeah, what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, okay, here's the thing. So yeah, July 21st, 2016, that was my max 9+. Then I wanted to start going for the 9+ with all the other characters, and I decided to basically do that as a preemptive of going for the no death. And my original plan was to actually go for the no death with Max, since I am a Max player. He's my main guy. But it turned out Axel was just the better choice. I was so much more consistent with Axel. So on January 13th, 2018, I had my streams titled The No Death Investigation, where I was actually, that's the first time I was actually investigating whether or not a no death was possible. I had nothing left to do with Max. I already had world record speedrun on Mania. I had the 1 credit run. I had the 9+ with Max. Like, the only thing left was the no death. That was it. And, yeah, and then, I got my Axel 9+, my first Axel 9+, February 17, 2018, which was 8.5 months ago. And then I had my Skate 9+, which was my last 9+ with the characters, on the 25th, March 25th, 2018, which was 7.5 months ago. So from that point forward, I have tried to get the no death with Max and Axel, because I was switching off between the characters. For 7.5 months, I have been trying for this. Like legitimately trying for it. And it's like, anyway, this is it. This is going to be my first time watching it. I'm going to have a freak out. No one runs the game. Yeah, this is the first successful no death run. Izumi was doing segmented runs of each level, and was doing no death segmented runs of each level, where you're just playing the level and trying to get a no death in the level. And Izumi had the first no death level 7. No one has ever done no death level 7 until Izumi pulled it off. And then it wasn't until this run that no one had ever had a no death level 7 during an actual run, like a completed run of the game. And in practice, I had a couple no death level 7s, but I hadn't had a completed no death levels. I mean, no one had done it in a run, so yeah, this was it. This is gonna be, yeah. This beginning stuff is just, this is me. I'm not even like paying attention. Like, if you look at my face here, I'm looking at the screen like half the time. I don't even look at the screen. Yeah, I finally got it. Got Empress. I'm gonna get more and more nervous as this is going on. I don't know why I've got the columns guy. That's the columns guy. That's columns 3. That guy's on the cover of columns 3. I should pull that just so I can show it to everybody. Where's my columns 3? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, see? Here, I'll show everybody just so everybody understands how awesome this cover is. There's the cover of columns 3, and there's that same guy in the yellow shirt in the middle right here. That's the guy down there. Why he's up there, I don't know. I just didn't want to have anything else up there. The columns guy. Yeah, how did this fight go? There was a couple times during this Barbin fight I actually almost died during the Barbin fight, because I'm so used to doing it, and I'm so used to just like almost getting killed on it because I'm messing around. I'm like half focused and all this other stuff. And this is actually one of the worst boss fights in the game from a speedrunning standpoint. Barbin he just takes forever, and he's a punk. He's a punk to you the whole time. He trolls. Oh, actually, this one's looking pretty good. Yep, yeah, just wrecked them. Never mind, that went good. You feel way better now that you're watching it, Donovan? Yeah, a lot of people missed it. I mean, that's just the nature of it. Because I'm streaming for, 8 hours. So, people are going to end up missing it. Let's see how this runs. Gets kind of choppy, but that's okay. I do have a recording of it, so if it's too choppy at some points, I'll just upload the recording that I have. At some point, I'll upload it, just so people have the smoother version. But this right now is just me doing a highlight off of Twitch and then uploading it to YouTube. Because watching stuff on Twitch is a pain. I don't know. Like, YouTube just handles, like, the video, like, watching videos so much better, I feel like. Watch. S2. No, you gotta listen to me, S2. You gotta listen to me talking the whole time. That's all you get to listen to. Hey, Julian, how's it going? Yeah, I know. The no death. We finally did it. We finally did it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Oh, my squeaky chair. Such a ridiculous challenge. But really, like, going from... Let me even see what this was. So, going from my Axel 9 Plus in February 17th to my Skate 9 Plus March 25th. So, a month and like a week, basically, to get my 9 Pluses with the 3 characters. Or basically, I got it with Axel, and then getting it with the other 2 characters, the harder characters, Blaze and Skate. It took me a month and a week, as opposed to having a 9 Plus with every character to getting the no death with Axel, 7.5 months. And it's not like I first started playing this game, you know. I mean, like I said, like I started my YouTube channel 3 years ago. I've been playing the game for 3 years at a 1 credit level, but I've been playing it for like a decade before that, mainly in co-op. I mean, I started playing this game when I was 10 years old, when it came out in 1992. My cousin got it for Christmas, and yeah, that's when I first started playing it. It's funny because I talked to my cousin about this game, and because he's like, "You went to some event?" I'm like, "Yeah, I went for like Streets of Rage 2." And he's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's the game we used to play at your house." He's like, totally doesn't remember it at all. So I don't know. I just instantly fell in love with this game. Like, pretty much the first time I played it, I like, when I was a kid and I wasn't playing it, it was like all I thought about was like, oh, I wish like one day I could get Streets of Rage 2. And then even as a kid, I was like, and maybe one day I'll become the master of the universe and get a no death in the game, even though it's impossible. And I did it too. I did get the game. Yeah, we'll watch that afterwards, Gordo. We'll watch the new remix. Yeah, I got the Mania No Death. This is it. We're watching it back right now, Rutabaga. We're watching it back right now. Why are you feeling pressure as you watch it? I don't know, probably for the same reason that I'm feeling pressure as I watch it. It's like, you know, like I'm nervous watching it. It's just even though I know what's gonna happen, I'm nervous watching it. There's this part of me that expects like I'm gonna watch it and then like we're gonna see like oh wait, no, maybe I did actually, you know, get killed somewhere. How's this jet fight go? Did I lock him or did I mess it up? I think the jet fight before this one, I actually killed Jet like with pure like back fists. I was just like joking around. It's like, is this it? Is this where I do it? Oh my gosh, this is the run where I actually just get the Jet, and then I get smacked here, I think. It wasn't my fault. I think I lose an input. No, that's not an input loss. That's actually me timing it bad. Oops. I just blame everything on the input losses. And I was trash talking here too. That's the thing. I was trash talking like it's easy doing the back attacks, and like then I get smacked. Hey, well, I'm gonna drink the California Cup while he's drinking the California Cup. Stage 3. We're already on stage 3. It gets interesting. It actually gets interesting once we get to like 4, and we'll see how 4 goes. Like Friday's stream session. So the day before this, when I was streaming, I had a successful 1 through 6, which is just the no death 1 through 6. Then I had the 7 didn't go great. Then I had 4 unsuccessful runs. I died once on 4 and 3 times in a row on level 5. Bammy. I don't think I've ever noticed that poster Bammy in the background before. Like, literally, I don't think I've ever noticed that. These posters on the side with the, like, I don't know what they say. I don't know if I've ever noticed that. This is what happens. When I'm playing, I'm just looking at the guys in movement. I don't actually see things that are, like, not moving. Yeah, I have that problem in real life, too. Like, where's the Scotch tape? I'm, like, looking in the drawer. Where's the Scotch tape? And it's like, I'm looking for the Scotch tape. I'm expecting it to move or something like that. I just got that. I'm that kind of caveman. I'm, like, very movement-oriented. When something's moving, I can see it and I can track it like nobody's business. But when something's still, I can't actually spot it. So I'm the caveman that just walks up to the like bushes and just shakes the bush. My little guy lost his thing. I just shake the bush, and then when everything scatters, I go after it. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. The thing is, like, I can... The Blaze... I think a couple things was going on with Blaze. One was I wasn't in the best of shape, you know. I had some extra weight on me. I probably wasn't eating as well as I, you know, should be eating and all that stuff. And then my focus was so ridiculously high for so long during the Blaze 9+ run. That yeah, like I went into shock afterwards. But like when I feel myself going there now, I don't know if it's because now I'm in better shape that I power through it better, like my body just handles it better, or if it's because I just don't allow myself to go there. Like when I feel myself going there, now I'm naturally like reverting back to not going that crazy with it. Yeah, really, I just was out of breath. That was the main thing. I just was out of breath, like, at the end of it. Other than that, though, it really just, like, I made 7 and 8 look so easy. It's, other than the Zamza fight on 8, I made 7 and 8 look easy. Like, it was just, like, the easiest things in the world. But I've had other runs. My last couple runs where I've actually ran through 8, I've made 8 look really easy. Like, I've had, like, no death on 8. It's just, I've made it look like it's not a problem at all. And it's actually quite a lot easier with Axel, and you can be really consistent with Axel on 8 if you're just super practiced and you know how to handle the Mr. X fight. So, yeah, I don't know. Crazy. 3 is a long level. Oh, look at that jack. Oh yeah, right into the grand upper. Kick into the grand upper. That's how we do it. What? Nice try, lady. It's funny because while I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this. And then I'll do something a little bit different. I'm like, that was actually better than what I was thinking I should have done, you know? And I've got both hindsight and I'm not actually playing it, so it's like I have more time to think about it while watching it. But yeah, it is kind of incredible when I'm watching it and I'm like, I should do this, and I do something even more awesome on the spot. That was perfect. Yeah, want to get hit with that knife, you know. Oh gosh. Onto the 3 Funhouse. Yeah. I don't know. I am wondering if I should start now trying to speed run 3 and really trying to get 3 down where 3 should be. But yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say at this point. I got nothing to say. This is like the easy stuff that just comes like super. I mean, unless like something terrible happens, the first 3 levels you just get through it like no problem at all. And also just my Axel playing, really almost everything about my Axel playing was good. But yeah, like, what I should talk about is this ridiculous controller situation. The controller I was using before was the same controller I used during Games Done Quick. And then I did a console giveaway, which King Iopa won, and I still have to get him his console. But then I was going to give him a 3-button controller because I've got extras of those. And everyone was complaining, like, you should give him a 6-button controller. So I was like, fine, you know. So then I was like trying to find a 6-button controller to give him. And this bad boy right here popped up. And it had all these wires hanging out the top and stuff. And it just didn't play very well. It was like a little, like, you know, I think the B button was a little, like, loose on it. Didn't really work as well as it should. The D-pad was a little janky. All sorts of stuff was kind of weird with it. And I was like, let me see if I can get this thing fixed up. I'll take it apart, I'll clean it, I'll fix it up, and see like how it works. I was just using it as a backup second player controller, since you need a second player controller to activate Mania. And anyway, got it cleaned up, got the wire thing fixed, you know, fixed the controller up, got the buttons working nice. And then I was like practicing and just using it to see like, okay, how does this thing work? And it was really nice. And like the D-pad's like a little loose on it, which is perfect for Axel because you want to get those grand uppers off real quick and smooth. And so then like I have my run where I die 4 times like in a row, you know, once to 4, 3 times to level 5. And I'm like, this shouldn't be happening. So I switch controllers. I'm like, let me show you the controller I'm going to give to Iopa. I switched to this controller, and I'm like, this thing's actually really nice. And anyway, I just stuck with this thing. This is the controller I got the no death on. The controller that I just was going to give to Iopa, I got the no death on. So now I can't give it to Iopa. So now I gotta find another controller to give you, Iopa. Sorry, I'll find another one. I can't give you this one because I got the no death on it. I can't give you the one that I went to Summer Games Done Quick on, because I went to Summer Games Done Quick and played on that controller. And then my brother plays on a controller as well, so I gotta find out which one that is. I can't give you that one. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll give you my backup broken one. I'll fix it up and just give you that one. It's like, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. It's just the way it is, though. Like, you need to... Like, I needed to switch it up a little bit, and all I did was just switch controllers, and it just happened to be the controller. This broken piece of junk controller that I fixed up literally, like, at my grandma's house, because I go to my grandma's during the week. Oh, and yeah, it's just like, I don't know, and then, like, it's just crazy really going through it, like, all the stuff that was going on. Like 2 weeks ago, I had my first 1 death run, and it was going to be a short day. I had my niece's birthday party I was going to go to. I was going to put in like a 4-hour stream. Had my first run, terrible jet section on the 7 elevator. Then no damage ninja section, no damage kickboxer section, no damage during the jack section. Like, had a good setup on it, lost an input, fat guy slapped me and killed me. So I literally lost my first no death. At least 7, probably would have pulled off a no death 8 after that, because I just have been doing a great job on 8 recently. I literally lost my no death to an input loss, and was like heartbroken. Yeah. And it's like, then the last run of the stream, I got my 1 death. And I was so mad. I had a 1 death on, I actually had a 1 death on 7 when I lost the input, just got killed to the fat guys, went through the rest of it really easily. Then just didn't even play 8. I went through the game, but I just stopped playing on 8. Like, I literally stopped playing. I think I died like twice on 8. It's just like, I just didn't even care. I was so mad I had that no death robbed from me. Then, yeah, then I got the one death at the end of the stream. I actually might have been able to, if I had a full stream, I might have been able to put another 3 runs in, and one of those could have possibly been the no death, because I was playing so good that day. It just still happened to be a day where I just couldn't put the runs in. It just was going to be a half stream day. Then the next week was like the worst, probably the worst stream session I've ever had. I could not recover. I just could not recover from it. What's up, Cal? Did I no death it yet? I don't know. Why are we watching this video? Why are we watching this video, Cal? What do you think? We're watching a video where I died 15 times. Just for joke. Just for joke. Yeah, but it's like, I mean, and yeah, it's just I could not recover from that lost input, from the getting my no death 7 stolen from me was such a heartbreaker. I mean, I didn't know if I was ever going to recover from it, because it's like, it seems like while you're going through it, the no death is like a 1 in 1,000 run. And so from the start of me after getting the 9+ with skate, which is me officially starting the no death runs, I put 191 runs in with Max on stream. That's on stream runs. And I put in 279 runs with Axel on stream. This isn't like practice runs. I'm not talking about like any of that other stuff. I'm talking about like on stream runs. So I put in 470 runs, probably more actually, because I'm probably miscounting some of them, but 470 runs with going for no deaths. Those are my attempts. So it's like, you just think like, well, if I put in 470 runs, probably like more like 500 runs, right? I mean, if we're counting practice, which we're not, because I probably did. In practice, I wouldn't be surprised if I practiced level 7 like 10,000 times. I just wouldn't be surprised. If I've ran 7 elevator 10,000 times, and I've ran like 8 like 1,000 times, just with like in preparation for getting this stupid thing. But yeah, it's like, that's just it. You just feel like, okay, this is a 1 in this is like a 1 in 1,000 kind of thing, a 1 in 500 runs kind of thing, if you've got the skill level, to get it in the first place. And so it was just heartbreaking not getting it. But as it turns out, I don't think it's a 1 in a. I think right now for me, it's probably like a 1 in 100. It's like a 1 in 100 run thing. Like if I put in another 100 runs, I'll have another no death Axel. Skill wise, I got so good at the game skill wise. Look at this, such a janky 4 as well. Anytime I don't have like half health or more on 4, it's a bad 4 elevator for me. I had a 4 elevator where I had like 80% of my health left, and that's like pretty common. It's gotten a pretty common thing. But yeah, every single run on this stream, I put in I think 7 runs. 7 runs on the stream. Every single one of them was a successful no death 1 through 6. Every single one of them. So it's like, and I was doing that before too. On like my good days, I'll have no death 1 through 6s like 5 runs. I had another stream where I had 7 runs in a row, no death 1 through 6. So it's like, one in 50 at worst. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, hey, Brickman, how's it going? This choice for no death. I think Max for level 7 elevator is the best choice for no death. At least my Max, the way I play as Max, I think that is actually the best choice for a no death. For 7 elevator. The reason why I didn't go Max, because I don't think anybody else is going to be attempting it with max. But the reason why I didn't go max is because Axel's more consistent getting no death 1 through 6s with. Axel is about 10 times more consistent getting no death 8s with. Max is not the best at 8. It's very difficult to get through 8 without dying with max. It's a lot easier. A lot easier with Axel. A lot easier. And that's really it. It was like I didn't want to get the no death 7 then die on 8 because I'm playing as Max. And Max is just terrible at it. Yeah, we're watching it together. We're just watching it together. Watching him talk about himself because of ego. Yeah, I am egotistical. I'm a pretty egotistical person. I'm also aware of how ridiculous my ego is. So, I don't know. It's like, I'm just a walking contradiction, really. But yeah, I think very highly of myself, and I also recognize how ridiculous it is to think as highly of myself as I do. But yeah, I don't know. I'm more interested in, like, what does it do for me? If my ego is hurting me and my ability to do the things that I want to do and to help people out and all these other things, then I'll work on lessening my ego. But if my ego is actually propelling me towards doing something that I think is like, now I don't know what's this is the smoking conversation. We're having the smoking conversation. I'm like doing the waving, like, oh my gosh, the smoke. And I feel like my ego actually is a propeller rather than an anchor. So it's like Muhammad Ali was seen as being very egotistical, but if him talking about himself being the greatest made him then like train harder and actually push himself to becoming the greatest, then that's actually a positive thing rather than a negative thing. If you're egotistical and you're not backing it up with anything, and all you are is egotistical, but you're not putting in any work, then it's like now you're just wasting time and you're just full of yourself. But I don't know, it's like, am I really, when you think about it, am I really egotistical after no deathing Streets of Rage 2, or am I just being accurate? Am I under egotistical? Should I be more egotistical after pulling this off? The smoking conversation preserved forever. I know. I think yeah, someone said we also had the part where I started singing the Sound of Music song. There's so long, farewell, da, 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 to you and you and you and you and you. Da, 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 da. I started singing that song in here. I don't know if that actually happened or not, but in this run, but someone was like, that's gonna get preserved forever. Like, oh great. Peanut butter lover month, I have a peanut butter lover. It'd be so funny if this wasn't actually the run. I just had like accidentally clipped the wrong thing. Wouldn't it be funny we watched this entire thing and it's not the run? I don't know, because I haven't seen it and I just basically like did the highlight of it, but I wasn't really watching it. I just kind of like jumped it. Oh, this isn't the run. What? See, like I have a bad section here. Did a great little dodge there on the guy. Dodge the guy over here. Now I'm gonna punch him. Nope, I go for the jump kick. Wow, okay. Okay. The little dodge there. Get him in the thing. Okay, yeah. Sometimes if he's coming down at a certain angle, you can just punch him right in the face. But when he's Supermaning in, like coming straight at you, you can't do the punch with Axel, but you can with Blaze and Max because they have their punches has more range than his punch, but his punch has more range than Axel and Skate's punch. But the dive kick, you can jab him at certain angles before he can hit you. Yeah, this is like the worst. That's the worst jet section ever. There's King Iopa with the salt. What? Who was salty? Hey, Signal, what's up? Hey, Mad Doctor's Cat, how's it going? Yeah, I got it. You missed it live. I know. Don't worry about it. We're reliving it. I missed it live as well because I went to like my happy place. Well, at a certain point, I actually start focusing so hard that I don't know how the run is going. If that makes sense. Like I'm just focusing on the moment so intently that I actually don't know if I've died yet or not or any of that other stuff. And yeah, that kind of happened in 7, and I was just like, I don't remember dying, but I just want to get a confirmation from everybody to make sure I didn't die. It's kind of crazy seeing all the bad things that can happen. He could have thrown me there, and I could have lost it, because then you're pulling all the ninjas. Oh gosh. Yeah, the commentaries. We always, you know, we always have a fun time. I think we have a fun time with the commentary. Half the time I don't know what's going on with the commentary, but I think that adds to it. Look at my wonky beard, and now it's like, now I actually can get a haircut and can get rid of the beard, but I'm not going to because I'm going to need it for this short film that me and my brother are going to be doing, because I'm going to be in it, and I think it's going to look better if I have the hair and the beard, or at least like if we decide like, okay, we want the hair and beard shorter, we can do that, as opposed to like, oh, I wish the hair and beard was longer, you know what I mean? Like it's easier to cut something than to like grow it back. Oh, we'll just make it longer. Just gotta wait another 6 months. Astrotropics is now following. What a great time to start following. What a perfect follow moment right there. I'm trying to think of how this went, but I think this fight went really good too, and I'm just like chilling. I mean, really, I'm chilling. It's funny, like I'm just talking and I'm not really even focusing too much. I'm so used to doing this stuff. Yep. I do wonder how many no-death 8s I've had in a row, but I think it's been like 3. I think I've had 3 no-death 8s. Because once I got the 1 death, I mean, before that too, but really once I got the 1 death, I started resetting on 7, and I wouldn't finish 2-8, but the day before this, my last stream, I had a 1 death 7, and then I finished it off, I had a no death 8, so I had a 1 death run. And I feel like the other stream before that, where I finished through 8, I had a no death 8 once again. So then, including this one, I've had like 3 no death 8 in a row. So it's not, I mean, there's a certain point where it's like you can't really say you're just getting good RNG. Like my 8 has just gotten so good. Well, here's where I was asking Astro if he is a fan of the Houston Astros. He's like, nah, I just, it's like some NES game. Star Tropics or something like that. Anyway, it'll get said. But yeah, here's my bear strat. This works really good. You can also do this when he gets up, then grab him and put him in a forward special if you got the life for it. Or you can backwards jump away from him when he's getting up. He'll uppercut, and then he'll come in. If you're at a good distance, he'll actually come at you with like his little forward haymaker, and then you can get him with the grand upper. And that's the move I do if I don't have the health to actually get a special off. If you don't have the health to get a special off, you can still stun lock him in that corner by doing that, by just backwards jumping for him to do the uppercut. He misses, and then you come in with the thing. Let me see how 6 goes. I don't remember. The ninjas were actually, I was getting really good results with the ninjas. This is actually one of the bad ones. Okay. Yeah, what I do with the ninjas, I hold a certain line, and I think I was on it. It looked good to me. I'll back up, and me turning my back causes the top ninja to actually want to swing down. And then I get them in a stun lock. But this is a situation where I kind of did everything like I was normally doing. Had probably like, 4 runs before it where it went perfect. And then this one time here, it just did not. The top guy just decided to do something a little bit different. And there's Unweary being mean. Oh. Hey, Jazda. And the program, yeah, and you're seeing, 2 Anthos, and the columns 3 guy. And the columns 3 guy ends up, like, getting mad at me for showing his image. Why would you get mad at me for showing your image, columns 3 guy? It's on the case of the game. I'm honoring it. I'm making fun of it a little bit, but I'm more honoring it than anything else. That guy's just... Like, if I designed a game, it would take so much guts for me to put myself on the cover of it. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. I think I have a perfect kickboxer section here. Yeah, there's these vertical lines, little dotted lines running up the beach, and I just look for those. I stand up to one, now I'm moving a little bit past it, and then jetting back. And these guys all have the exact same pull spot, but it's time-based. So if I move into their pull spot and stay there, I'll pull 1, and then 2 will come, and then 3 will come, and then 4 will come. So I can move into its pull spot, stay there for like, a half second, and then move out, and 2 will come out. But what I'm doing is I'm moving into the spot and then just jetting back out, so it's only pulling 1, and the next guy is just kind of waiting off screen. But then I let them knee into me because it just gives me free punch spams. For some reason, when you're in their hitbox, they want to do that flying knee move at you. I don't know why I did that. Okay, whatever. Anyway, they do the flying knee at you. Yeah. Here, I'm just messing around. I don't know what I'm doing. This is like, when I start doing weird stuff, I can just tell I'm not really paying attention to the game too much. I'm just talking like a crazy person. Look at how crazy my beard looks. Crazy hair guy. Hey, konnichiwa, what's up? I don't know. I wasn't as nervous going into 8 as I thought I was going to be. I wasn't as nervous going into the Mr. X fight as I thought I was going to be. Right off the bat, I had the Mr. X fight was going good. Like, right off the bat, it was going really good. Oh, thanks for the bits, Jazda. You finally hit the guy without dying. Yeah, I finally hit the guys without them hitting me. That's the thing. I hit harder than they hit. I hit harder than this game hit. Can you believe that? Between, like, how hard I hit and how hard the game hit, my hit was the bigger one on this monster game. Yeah, I mean, it's only been... At the most, I'd say it's probably been about maybe around 7 months where we thought that... I mean, I was going for the no death before I ever thought it was possible, but it's probably been around 7 months where we actually thought, like, okay, a no death in this game is actually possible. And probably about, maybe 6 months ago or so, I was, I think, good enough to actually get it. But then I was like relying on RNG. We didn't have all the strats that we have now. I didn't have the experience, which is like the biggest thing in this game that I have now. And I just kept on for like 7.5 months. I just kept being like, how do I get better at the game? How do I get better at the game so that when the RNG falls like in my lap, I'm completely prepared for it? How do I get better at the game so when the RNG doesn't fall in my lap, I can power through it? And I think there was some moments where I really powered through some really bad RNG and kind of showed that, like, hey, even when the RNG is bad, you can sometimes, very rarely, power through. But I think this run really is going to show when the RNG is actually even like cooperating a little bit, how easy I make 7 look. None of us except for Donovan thought it was possible. The no damage mania. Maybe it would happen on day 1. Yeah, I mean, well, that's fine that you thought it, Donovan. You weren't going for it, though. I was the one going for it. I think all the people who could have gotten it, who had our skill level was up there, guys like Azumi and King Iopa and Angrier Max, and now some of the newer guys that are coming up like TJ, PGHS, and I'm trying to think of like who else am I missing, but I think a lot of us have the skill level to get it. If things go perfectly and we get lucky, we have the skill level to get it. What I did was I got to the point where I can potentially get a no death in this game when I wasn't getting the RNG falling in my favor. Like maybe like 1 or 2 things the RNG went good. Hey, there's Charles McGlon. Charles McGlon is it? You know, it sounds like an 80s action star name. It's actually a really cool name. Charles McGlon was a simple man. You know, that kind of thing. He just wanted to have his wife and kids a normal life until one day. That's who Charles McGlon is. Just saying. And then it's like, now he's got to become a criminal in order to avenge his family. I don't know. Sorry, Charles. Sorry. It's like, why are you making up all this stuff about me? What did I ever do to you? This is going to get crazy. We're really close, actually, to the run. But yeah, I got to the point now where, like, if you saw some of my 7 kickboxers when I don't have sword, and I'm, like, almost getting, I mean, in practice, I was getting through kickboxers without sword. Without Iopa strat. Like, King Iopa's got this strat with the kickboxers where the first kickboxer falls, you lock them in a punch, and then you uppercut, knock down both the kickboxers, so they're cornered. You get punched into the corner. You grab one of the kickboxers, then you flip over them as everyone's coming towards you, do a defensive special, and now you've basically put all 5 guys into the corner, and you just grand upper them. But I've gotten through kickboxers no death without using that. Or like there's a chance like I can get through that. So yeah, like I was getting to the point where it was like even when the RNG wasn't going in my favor, I was still getting through ninjas without dying. I was still getting through kickboxers without dying. I was getting through Jack without dying. I was getting through the Jets without dying, you know, and still having like a good amount of health for the next section. And so yeah, it just so happened on this run, like when we're watching it, it's going to be incredible to see how ridiculous it goes. I might turn the volume back on it when we're on 7 elevator, just so we can watch it. And this is going to be my first time watching it as well. Super nerves. Yeah. Here, look at me. I'm just talking the whole time, not even looking at the screen. The fat guys actually cause a lot of lag. The frame rate goes pretty wonky when fat guys are on screen. When they're breathing fire, it just goes straight to poop town. But even when the fat guys are on screen, they cause a lot of lag. The Jets cause a lot of lag as well. Just them being on screen just lowers the frame rate. And you end up losing a lot of inputs on those enemy types. So you gotta be careful. Tony sounds so cool though. This is what I'm talking about, like the fact that I don't go by Tony. All the nicknames I've had. All the crazy nicknames everybody always gives me. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen my run look like a task. Yeah. Well, what I was saying was, I've gone through each section: the jet section, the ninja section, the kickboxer section, the jack section, obviously the robots, without taking any damage. I've gotten through each section like that. So I was saying, like, dude, it's possible to get a no damage level 7 elevator. It's actually possible to get a no damage level 7. Because Gale Dog's gotten a no damage level 7-1, which is this section here before the elevator. So we know that it's possible to get it. What am I even talking about? I have this really like big fear that I messed up and this isn't actually the run. I don't know why I feel that way. Like I messed up and we're just watching nothing for we're just oops. I'll have to get the right one going. I don't know, because I just haven't seen it yet, and it's like, or I just also have this fear that like we're all wrong and it's actually I'm gonna die somewhere. We just got it wrong. It's really, really weird. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know. I'm starting to get like ultra nervous. I'm actually more nervous now than I was while playing. It's just like I'm just basically talking out loud about all the fears I'm having. I'm pretty sure this is it. You'll find it. Yeah, find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Is this the run where Anthopants actually gets to no death, or did he just make the dumbest mistake ever? Once again. Or does Anthopants just keep making stupid mistakes over and over again? Yeah. The craziest thing about running 7 is because it's so random, it's so RNG heavy, that when I'm practicing it, you're actually practicing what not to do rather than what to do. So it's like you're learning, like, okay, if in this situation you want to actually be here and you have a higher chance of things going right. In this situation you want to be here for the higher chance. And that's it. Like I kept doing that. I kept logging things in my brain. Every time I made a mistake, I'm like, oh, I made a mistake because my timing was bad because of this. I made a mistake because my positioning was bad in this situation. I made a mistake because I threw this guy, but then the ninja came and, hit me with this move because he gets in a position where he's more likely to do this move and I'm more, so I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't. And then it's like you start narrowing in on what you can do to give yourself the best chance of getting it. Let's actually go volume on this. Let me turn this up a little bit so I can hear a little bit better. Okay. And tell me if you guys can hear this. I'm assuming everybody can hear it, and it should sound good too. What? I don't think I had a good start here. Yeah, missed the upper, got like a $5,000 upper there, but got both the guys killed. No, this start is actually really good. Only took 2 tapples there. Special's worth of damage right there. I don't think I talk too much during this either, because I'm just focusing. Okay. And then here's where I'm like, okay, let's, this is what we do. We do this. Super used to it, and probably the best at getting this thing to work. You kill 2 guys, and then the other guy just drops. My position, I hold the position so that when the guy drops, that Galgia drops, he's just going to go straight down below me. And that's why I'm holding the position that I'm holding. Some people hold a little bit lower, but then you have to deal with that Galgia, and then you can't kill 2 guys because what I'm doing is just keeping everyone down below me. So if there's only allowed to be 5 guys on screen. So if I kill enough guys that there's 4 little guys down below trapped, I get the jet by himself rather than pulling all 3 jets at once. And this is a strat that I developed. and it's possible getting through the jet section
Okay.
deathless without it by just muscling through it, but it's so rare. It's just so much more difficult. And I just was doing it perfectly on these runs. And I'm jumping there because when he comes in, about the time just before he comes into screen, if you jump, it causes him to kind of shift and want to move and line up with you, and then he'll come in with the Superman dive. But there he actually, he went with the thing. I actually am gonna, let me go back a little bit here, because I want to see how he actually came in at me. Yeah, see, he's coming from below is better. That was a guess right there. Right here, I guess. I actually jump before he even comes at me. I'm just guessing. He's probably going to come here. Yeah, there it is. I just guess. I took a guess. That's just experience. You have to be like precog. And then there I'm jumping. I just jumped the first time. And then I know like, okay, he didn't come like frame perfect. So that first jump missed, which means like, depending on his position, it's super likely he's just going to dive again. I just immediately jump again. Now we're going to the ninja section. First grab. That's a good section. Grab the sword just in case. This guy, there's the luck. The setup was perfect. The blue ninja did his thing where he jumps up. I got the grab off on him. There I accidentally did a grab on a guy, and I know like, okay, don't pick the sword up again and just get these guys locked. We gotta watch that again. Sorry if it's annoying to people that I'm like rewatching it, but watch. That first ninja, he jumps up. That's exactly what you want. And my timing there was really good too. Grabbed the sword. Got lucky that the other samurai got in on it. Sometimes he doesn't. If you're actually watching carefully though, you'll notice my positioning is really good there. Oh, see there, like that was why I grabbed, because my timing for the grand upper was just a tiny bit off. But I'm doing quick grand uppers. I'm not trying to get full grand uppers because the guys are getting up at different sections. And now we're going into the sword section. Here's Scoop's strat. So that ninja section is we basically took a Gale Dog strat, and then Donovan, the little jerk, took a Gale Dog strat and modified it and moved it to a different position than where Gale Dog's was. So Gale Dog strat, when you get it, you're actually pulling on the ninja section. You're actually getting every single guy. Hey, thanks for the follow the numbers guy. But yeah, that Gale Dog strat, you get everybody locked in with the Gale Dog strat. With Donovan's strat, it's more consistent that you'll get 4 guys locked. But the 5th guy is like a wild card. So we go with that because when it goes bad, there's a better chance of pulling on, doing a good job when it goes bad. But that was a situation where it went good. And then here, just having the sword. This strat can go so bad too if this guy like comes up and kicks me in the face. I was having a real hard time actually cornering him, I think. See, he just keeps coming up, and I'm doing swings. Some of these swings look like they're frame perfect to me. Yeah, if you hit that button perfectly, you'll get frame, just like you can do a frame perfect swing, so it's just as the fastest you can be swinging it possible. Then Gale and Raptor are the last guys. Raptor's the last kickboxer, Gale's the last biker, so I know, like, okay, we got this.
Oh gosh, no.
This is bad. This is bad. In practice, this is bad. Thanks for the host, Zallard. In practice, I had this exact same situation happen to me, and what happened was I like holding about here. I like holding here, but the grenades are too close and they blew me up. So the guys, once this guy disappears, that round's over. Next round, fat guys drop, okay? So instead what I did was I pulled a strat that I hate. I hate this strat because the guys have a tendency of just jumping right on me. But instead I'm like, I gotta do the backup strat. So here's the backup strat, and I get it. Those guys have a tendency of coming down and everyone's spawning in. So now the lag and the like hiccups and everything is as crazy as it gets in the game. And I'm just doing a real junky job. But I got the little guys killed. That's important. But then now I'm like, okay, I got the knife. I threw it.
Please.
Jack caught the knife and smacked me with it. I get the turkey because I'm like, The crazy thing is, during a practice, I had this exact same situation. Like, I'm not even joking. I had the exact same situation where I have turkey on screen during the Jack fight, and I got killed. So I'm at this point, I'm super freaked out. Like, before I got this lock off, I was super freaked out because I was like, this is exactly what happened to me during practice. But because I practiced it, I knew, like, okay, just because turkey's there, don't let up. Stay on it. And there we go. We haven't died yet. We're getting through this. Now I'm going to get the knife glitch going. So 6. The game can only handle 6 items at once. I get the knife glitch going. So there's 6 knives on the ground. Other than the robots, their 2 of their attacks, their mace arm and their laser, is considered an item. It works the same way that, like, the knife would.
Where am I at?
So they don't have it. They don't have a hitbox on it. So the only way they can hurt me is with an explosion, which usually happens when they're... Well, it only happens when they suicide themselves, when they are about to die. They have
What's
2
up,
of health.
Gooser? Hey,
Or if I accidentally grab them and they electrocute
Where am I
me.
at, guys?
My health is so high, though.
If
I don't
go
even have to
death
worry
right
about
there?
it. So this just goes... This goes beautifully. It goes beautifully. Mama, I'm in the chat.
0. I gotta do 8 now.
Yeah, this just goes
Which is not easy.
ridiculously good. Ridiculously good. And I think I start asking people... Yeah, Scoop Arcade came up with that sword strat.
Well,
He actually did it with Max.
2 1-deaths. Oh gosh, I am so nervous right now.
Yeah, he did it with Max. And then I was practicing with Axel one day, and I got it to work, and was like, oh, it works. It works with Max and Axel. Yeah, here's where I'm just trying to, like, see how I'm doing emotionally and how my hands are doing. And I'm just trying to, like, maintain focus. I'm like taking that time to kind of like assess myself so I can handle this, you know, this level 8. I've lost runs to level 8 before. The hardest part of the game is the 7 elevator. We just got through it. The second hardest part of the game is Mr. X fight. That's the last fight of the game. So you're like, you can do like the best job in the world on 7 because you get everything working out, and then level 8 just will murder you. The third hardest part of the game is the level 8 elevator. So it's like I got in the top 3, I've got 2 of the hardest parts coming up on me, and I mean, this section right here can waste you as well, but I didn't have any trouble with that at all. But yeah, the no death 7, that's the first time anyone's done a no death 7 in a completed run. I had done no death 7 in practice, but then Izumi was the first one to do a no death 7. And this is it. This is a completed run, no death 7. I do terrible. I have a terrible time with this fight. This fight always gives me trouble. I don't remember if I got hit or not, if I just did a perfect job, but... Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Hey, like, you can just see me constantly trying to adjust myself. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's going on with me? What do I need to do to make sure I'm where I need to be in order to get this done? And there it is. I did a perfect bear fight there. Yeah, the first no death 1 through 7 was the first no death game. That looks bad, but it gives me a good setup, and I've had it happen 100 times in practice, and I know exactly what to do when that happens. which is like the guys all come at me, and now I'm like perfectly set up to get punch spams off on guys. And it actually, a lot of times I lose less health when I get hit with the guy. Yeah, when the guy actually hits me, I end up losing less health. Because it just sets me up so perfectly to kill all the little guys. So it's just, that's really what practice does. It's like every little different situation happens. Hey, Nico Jazz, thanks for the follow. Perfect time to follow. Perfect time. Yeah, so, I mean, that's it. That's what practice is. It's just, it's not learning what to do in this game. It's learning what not to do. It's learning how to react when something happens that you think is bad, and how to turn that bad into, like, something good. I do a really decent job at first, and then they kind of get away from me, and then, yeah. I think I lose track. Like, there, I was just stupid, but I at some point lose track of which Electra is which. And I actually think I have her killed. There, I lose track. I didn't realize that I had the dead one on the right. I thought that the dead one was on the left. This is where it gets super close. This is dangerous. This is why I move off level. He comes right up at me. There's nothing you can do about that. He's just going to get to you. And I'm literally a hit. Anything he does, he throws me, he grabs me, he punches me. Any move he does, that's dead. I don't think there's a single move that he does where he won't kill me with this much health. And now this is my concentrated but I'm angry face. Oh, yeah. I start getting really angry when things start going bad. And I know I'm not going to be able to get back to full health. I know it. Let's go throw. I probably could have gotten back to full health if I took no damage during this section. But it's rare. You can't expect that to happen. So I just know I'm going to take damage. I know I'm not going to get back to full health. And it's just like, I'm just mad about it. But you can't worry about it. You get through the 8 elevator alive, and it's like, okay, now that's it. You get, like, focus on 8 elevator, and now, like, that's done. We're done with it. 8 elevator's gone. I can't be mad about the fact that I don't have full health, that I have, you know, like 2 little tapples taken off of me. Yeah, and I have to just focus on what's next and just handle it. Just make sure I'm handling it. Oh, Shiva fight can go so bad. He control you so hard. But it really didn't happen. He just played nice the whole time. There's Fab saying, yeah, this is history no matter what, because it's the first time we did a no death 7 in a run. And you'll actually see me push Shiva forward here. Boom. That's so I can get myself in a position as fast as possible. So I go up, center myself. He's going to come right at me. This is actually where you want to be. This line I'm holding a very specific line. It has a higher chance of Mr. X kind of coming, swooping in at me. Yeah, and the guys have a little bit more trouble. You can see the guys are a little bit above me. Anytime you see the guys moving like above me, they're off my line, but I can still hit them. That's you holding a really good line in this game. It's hard to do it on a D-pad because I'm going to be shifting positions, but I did a good job maintaining it. There's a little glitch in the video. There we go. Now we only got 2 guys. Yep. There's 3 guys that come. You kill 10 of the 3 guys, and then only 2 guys come. And once 2 guys come, it's so much more manageable. And now I'm like, okay, I got 1 hit left. I move, the trigger on it. There it is.
Did that just happen? Did that just happen? Did that just happen?
It did. It did just happen.
Oh my gosh, did that just happen? Did that just happen? I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. You gotta be kidding. Did I just do that?
Oh. Well, I can't, yeah. I still can't believe it.
I actually just did it?
I might have to watch the video another like 5 times before I actually believe that I just pulled that off.
Oh my gosh.
Twice. Yeah. I did it yesterday, and then I just did it right now again.
Oh.
I'm just trying to catch my breath.
You gotta be kidding.
I'm completely out of breath.
I can't believe I just did. Oh.
Yeah, you can upload your No
Oh
Death
my
Blaze
gosh.
Angry Match, you big liar.
I thought I was gonna die
Thanks,
on
Scoop.
8. I thought I was gonna die on the 8 elevator. Oh.
I almost died on 8 elevator. I got so close to dying on 8 elevator.
Oh my gosh. That 7 went so good. That 7 was just like this flawless monster of a 7. Man, I still had, what, turkey, I think? At the fat guy section, I still had turkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Zamzo was like a hit away. The fact that he uppercutted me, I thought I was dead. And then I knew I wasn't going to be able to get full health back.
Stephen Till was crying.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just crushed it.
Blindfold, No Death Mania.
You gotta be kidding. I can't believe I just know Death Streets Raids 2. I don't know. It really just hasn't even. I don't know. It hasn't really set in yet. I didn't know. I actually didn't know where I was at on 7. When I got to the robots, I just didn't even know. The fact that the turkey was still there at the fat guys, I don't think I've ever had that happen before. And I just was like, okay, there's no way. I must have died.
I
But
had
I'm
to
just
happen
gonna
once
keep
in
going.
practice. But never during a run. Never during a run have I had the turkey.
I don't remember dying, but I was like, I must have died. I guess I'll just keep going. Oh gosh. I'm okay though. I'm actually okay. That Mr. X fight went really, really well. Really well. Oh
Thanks,
gosh.
Kermis. Again.
Thanks for the bits, LeCloud. Thanks for the bits, Kermis. Oh gosh.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that the turkey was still there on the fat guys, just when I was thinking back, I was like, this has never happened to me in a run before, where I've had turkey during the fat guys. There's no way I didn't die. Usually, usually when you have turkey moving into like the upper stages, like the kickboxers and the fat guys, is because you died earlier and you got your full health back after the death. But on this time, yeah. Since I have 2 anthos, yeah, no, I'm talking to myself. Never interrupt me when I'm talking to myself. Hey, JCVDGR44MGS3, how's it going? Good to see you again. Oh, yeah, you missed it live. No worries, no worries. So what now?